Hello ladies and gentlemen, today we're gonna have some fun. Now if you follow me on Instagram you might have seen I did the Instagram Picks My Makeup poll. I had a few of them up asking what type of foundation I should use, what type of palette, what color I should go for, wings and lashes and all that jazz, and had you guys vote on it, and I made a video on how I did that look that Instagram chose for me. But today I'm gonna do the exact opposite of what you guys chose for me. I am gonna go with what you guys voted for the least and see how that turns out. So strap in and get ready for everything you didn't want. The first thing you guys voted on was the type of foundation I'm going to use, and liquid foundation won with 59%. So for that 41% we're doing cream foundation. Shout out to Amanda for this idea. She did it with her bullet journal spread, and I saw that and thought if I ever do an Instagram Picks My Makeup, I'm definitely gonna do the opposite of how Instagram picks my makeup. So that's why we're here today. Cream foundation is a lot more effort than liquid foundation. You have to blend it out with a dual fiber brush, and then you have to go in with a beauty blender to smooth out all those lines, and it's a lot harder to push around, and it gets thick if you try and build the coverage, so it does have its ups and downs. If you want to know how a liquid foundation compares to a cream foundation in terms of how it lasts, I did a wear test with both types and I'll link those down below for you. Self-promo aside, only 30% of you guys wanted a cream contour, and I never do a cream contour, so this is gonna be a fun experience. I think this is the first and only cream contour I've ever bought. I bought it because another YouTuber was like, this is the best color, and it turned out being quite orange in my opinion. She's a lot more tan than I am. But you pretty much apply it in the same areas and just blend it out. Let's hope it goes well. In theory, I know how cream contour works, I just never do it. I'm cheating, going easy on myself, so I gotta go all out. Contour turned out a lot better than I was expecting it to be honest. I didn't think I'd be able to blend it out, so I didn't add too much. But I'm not gonna add more because that just might mess up everything. So I'm gonna go right onto concealer. I didn't let Instagram choose my concealer for me because I only have one type. I have a liquid concealer. I wanna get a cream one, but I haven't gotten one yet because I can't quite find my color. So for today we're going for the default, which is currently this ColourPop no filter one that I'm just gonna use until it's done. I think most of the concealer's blended in and off my beauty blender. I'm just gonna go over that part a little bit to just help it blend, to make sure the nose contour looks a little bit more normal. Now I'm just quickly setting my face, getting rid of that shine, and just look at what a big difference it makes. I hear puppies. I see puppies. Hello? Hello? Nia. Nia, Lisa. Nia. Nia. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Honey, you can't do that. Go, shoot. You can't come in here and have to go wash my hands. Now that there's a barricade in place, I'm gonna move on to highlight. I gave the option of rose gold and a normal gold, and that would be this rose gold color, which is my favorite, and this golden gold color, which I do also use. I just prefer this one. I didn't give any of these as an option because I don't ever use them at all, so they're not realistically an option in my makeup routine, but today we're using that one. So I'm gonna pick up the golden color with my highlight brush. I'm gonna apply it underneath my brows, and since I know what the eyeshadow is gonna be, the highlight is an interesting choice. These are just laying outside and I feel so bad, but I know the second I let them in, they're gonna go crazy in here. So it's for the greater good, my loves. They're so cute. Onto blush. I have a blush tone on my nails, number one. I started doing nail art, and not that a line down the middle of my nail counts nail art, but I think this is cute. But onto blush, I gave you the option of a light pink blush, which is this poor little shadowed one, and the option of a rosy blush, which is this one. And this is the one that won with 74%, so 26% of you guys want this. I'm carefully picking up the dust from my shadowed pieces, placing it right on my cheeks, enough so you can see it, and then I'm gonna swirl my brush around and blend that into my skin. 55% of you guys wanted me to have thick brows, so today I tweezed my brows. I'm gonna give you nice and thin brows. That's what those are gonna look like now. Next, I did ask you guys what type of palette should I use. Should I use a high-end palette or a more affordable palette? And high-end lost with 46%. So I get to use a high-end palette for today's look. And you guys voted for warm tones, which means I have to do cool tones, which lost with 31%. Now I only have 3 high-end palettes. I have the ABH Soft Glam palette, I have the Modern Renaissance palette, and I have the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, one of my favorites. And this one actually has a variety of cool tone colors in it. These two, not so much. Other than the black in this one and a smoky gray color in this one, they really don't have much in cool tone colors. But this one does. If I open up this Urban Decay palette, it has black, it has gray, it has the greens up here, so I'm gonna work with those. I really wish there was a frosty white in one of these palettes, but unfortunately not. But I also had you guys vote on how light or how dark this look should be. And 69% of people voted for light colors, so I get to work with dark colors today. So I'm gonna be all up in Jet and Drift's business. 48% of you guys voted for a smoky eye over a halo eye, so I get to just blend my heart out today. And for that, I'm gonna start with this fluffy blending brush of mine, and I'm gonna go into that slightly cool toned blending color in this palette, because it's the only one I got to work with. It's not that cool toned, but we're gonna give it a shot. I was squinting really hard to find a cool tone color in one of those palettes, so this is unfortunately not cool toned enough for me. So I'm just gonna blend the bit I have on equally on both sides, and I'm gonna dig into my Born to Run palette because it seems to be the only one that has anything for me to work with. And I'm gonna have to blend with Drift, I guess. Drift is gonna have to go right up in my crease. I know I can technically use warm tone colors a bit, even though the overall tone is gonna be cool toned. However, I didn't use any cool toned colors when I did the proper Instagram Picks My Makeup the right way around, so I think it would just be cheating if I did it now. Besides, this is part of the challenge and what makes it fun. Before I get into it, I also had you guys vote on the complexity of the look, and 38% of you guys voted for a more complex look. So I gotta keep it simple today, so I'm only gonna try and stick to like 3 steps. The first step was to blend a gray into your crease. The second step is to pick up a kind of blue color, but I'm gonna mix it a bit with that one. Kind of want to get the best of both worlds going in here, and I'm going to blend that all over the place. Oh, that is a color. That same color is gonna go a bit onto my lower lash line or right here. I'm going back to a blending brush to help that blend into the crease a little bit better. And then the last step is to pick up some straight up black and to work it in there as well to get it a nice and dark smoky eye. Blender to get rid of that fallout, and then there we go, a nice and simple dramatic smoky eye. Now for the part that hurts me is most of you guys voted for a wing, and by the way, this is a very close call. It was like pretty much 50-50 the whole time, and finally a wing won with 57%, which means today for the 43 of you that didn't want a wing, I'm just gonna line my upper lash line and call it a day. It's not terrible, and I still got to define the inner corner a bit, so I can live with this. But like, just imagine a sharp little wing right there. It would have made it all come together that much more. But that's just because it's my style. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with not having a wing on, so I have to deal with it. Moving on to lips, 63% of you guys want some color going on down here, which means today I have to do a nude, which honestly I'm glad about. I don't think a colorful lip would have suited this look, so I can deal with this part. I put on some liquid lipstick, but to get it super nude, I'm gonna apply some Ooh La La by LA Girl, which is the palest nudist color I have. Next up for lashes, I had you guys vote for natural lashes or big and fluffy lashes, and surprisingly, natural lashes won, which is a word I can't say today. Lashes. Natural lashes won by 52%, which is a close call, but still surprising that so many of you guys want natural lashes. And apparently it's just not my day today, but I'm gonna have to make fluffy lashes work. For that I have to curl them as far as they're gonna go, and I have to apply a lot of this Get Big Lashes from Essence. And this is how I usually do my lashes, so this is okay. Also, twice now I've looked in my camera at that thing standing by the door to keep the dogs out and thought it was a person standing by the door, and then I'm like, and then oh no, I put it there, it's fine. Dumbass. That's as big as those are gonna get, so I'm quickly gonna go in with some eyeliner and color in my waterline. I'm not taking the color all the way in, otherwise I'm gonna close off my eye, so I'm kind of just putting it there in the outer third. I'm gonna go in with a nude one. You know what? A silver one, because we have to be cool tone today. I'm gonna go with the silver one and blend that edge, you know, to make it look a little better. Now the last thing I had you guys pick is my hair. And 67% of you guys want me to wear my hair down. So sorry folks, it's going in a braid. Even though that is a look, because I washed my hair and just let it dry, so it's all over the place. But back to braids, I was gonna do just like, you know, 2 braids like that. But that's because I always do 2 braids. Even in the last video where I did my hair, I did 2 braids. So I'm thinking I could do a French braid, but did that recently too. I could do a skew one. I could do a skew one. Let's do that. That definitely changed the entire look. And then this is the final result. A collection of everything you guys didn't want. Now the point of today's video was kind of to poke fun at you guys and to do the opposite of what you guys wanted, but also to show that there's no specific way you have to pair things together to get a good look going. This might not be your style necessarily, but it is still a valid makeup look that someone might enjoy wearing. So just because it's more in fashion to wear warm tones and to do dramatic things like halo eyes and cut creases and to wear bold lipstick, it doesn't mean you have to, and it doesn't mean you have to match them together. If you love cool tones, wear cool tones. If you want to do it with a bright lipstick, do it with a bright lipstick. It doesn't matter, because the whole point is to play around and have fun. And I definitely had fun today. Thank you guys so much for participating on my Instagram polls and helping me create this look and the other one. If you haven't seen the look that you guys actually wanted, that video will be linked down below, because I definitely think you should go give that a watch as well. Purely to see how different the 2 looks turned out and to see what the opposite of this would be. This video is also 50% for everyone that wanted to see what the other options on the polls look like. And it taught me that wow, a hairstyle can really change a look, and this hairstyle ain't doing it for me. But then I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye! If you want to know how I did wear compares to a